Serious? 8
Good
hours?
8 hours. 7 hours and 45 minutes, really. I mean, I'm exaggerating.
How can you do an 8-hour ruse? That's too long.
This Catsworth was there and he was getting upset, and I thought it was funny.
That's what I like to hear. I've never pulled that long. No, I've had long ruses, but never where I had to sit in front of people for 8 hours straight.
He was getting ready to go to bed, so I quickly beat the level. And he yelled at me because he realized what I was up to at that point.
Oh, I love it. Smite, thank you for existing. I'm a huge fan.
Thank you.
Well, we do have a lot of people hopping in right now. Yeah, we've got a pretty solid game. In fact, solid is one of the states of matter, which we'll be discussing later. Yeah, I'm not sure it matters that much, though. In just about a minute or so, we'll go ahead and do the reveal that may or may not be Smite's game. Oh, so what have you been playing lately, actually? What new, besides Snakebird, have you been enjoying?
Nier Automata, I just started my first playthrough of that.
Oh yeah, we came and bothered you about that.
Yeah, it's going pretty well. I was not ready for the Bayonet combat. I didn't realize what kind of game it was.
Oh yeah, it's fantastic. I've beaten it. I won't spoil anything. It's absolutely worth playing through, though. So yeah, I'm glad that you're able to experience the game and all of the plot twists. How far are you into it?
I would say a third of the way, it seems like, roughly. I'm like 15 hours in. I've been putting some work into it.
Okay, have you gotten ending gay?
I've gotten 2 endings where I completely botched it and screwed up. Yeah, I got those in an hour.
Oh, I like those. But no others, no
real endings.
Okay, no real endings. Okay, you're working on it. Well, good. Yeah, you have a lot ahead of you. I'm not sure you're a third of the way through then.
Maybe not. It's hard to say.
I'm gonna say no. Well, Smite, I think it is that time for us to reveal the Game Master. And I guess I better say good things about him because it's Smite.
Hey.
Yeah.
Just get that old avatar. Nice.
Dude, it's a good one. It's MS Paint, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. I like the little stars in the background, too, in the gray, you know? Or are they like sweat beads?
It's a starry night with Bubsy and Carnival Zone.
Oh, I like it. That's cute. So, besides that, oh my gosh, Cleric, thank you so much for the sub. What game do we have coming up today?
Well, this movie lost how many millions? 100 million? Pretty good.
Oh, that's it?
Something like that. It was expensive.
Yeah, just remember the theme is Celebrity Showdown. The game is definitely going to have some celebrities, and from what I remember, this has somebody named Kevin, right?
Yeah, okay. It box office 264 million. The budget was 175, so it did make profit.
Oh, okay. A little bit of a profit. Good.
Yeah. It wasn't a complete flop, but I think they wanted it to be bigger than it was.
Okay, well, at least they kind of scrape by, just making a tiny bit of money. As a matter of fact, we do have Waterworld for the Super Nintendo. Now, I'm not completely sure about this game. I have never actually played or seen it, so it's new to me.
I've played it. I've seen it.
Have you beaten it?
No.
Wow.
I've seen the movie.
Oh, well, okay. That's all that matters. Well, Alpha 5 and Jakazam are going to be battling to see who can make the most progress in an hour, and hopefully we get to see quite a bit of the game. What do you think? How long does a blind playthrough of this game usually take?
Well, the long play, which I did skim through, is like 90 minutes, and that's going to be somebody who knows what's going on, and maybe even as a task, for all I know. But it looks like you can beat this game in an hour, if you maybe that's possible. It's hard to say. It probably takes more like 3 though.
More like 3 hours to get through it. Yeah, I could imagine that. Is there a speedrun of this game?
No.
Everybody, if you want a free speedrun.
Yeah, that's right. You get on that board.
Yeah.
PAL only, no American release of this. We had different versions of Waterworld. We had the Virtual Boy Waterworld and an RTS on the DOS.
Which, wait, a real-time strategy game on the DOS?
I think so. I think that's what they did.
Like, how do you do real-time strategy with Kevin Costner?
I don't know, because he's not really somebody who leads in this movie. Have you seen this movie?
I have.
He's kind of like an outcast on a weird boat.
He doesn't even have a freaking name.
He doesn't even have friends. He doesn't have anybody with.
I mean,
he's just by himself.
That's just Kevin Costner, period, you know?
Oh.
Yeah, I went there.
He drinks his own pee in this movie. I mean, really.
Oh, well, that's awesome.
Yeah,
just what I wanted to see.
He has a machine that turns his pee into water and he drinks it.
You know, at least it's not like Death Stranding where you have a canteen that turns water into Monster Energy. Sorry, I just spoiled a video game for you, everybody. I love that game, though. Recommended. I drink Monster Energy once again because of it. Actually, I don't think I've ever had a Monster Energy drink in my life. Anyways, yeah, I'm not drinking urine today, okay, everybody? No urine, just Kuso. Actually, that sounds like worse. Neither of those. I'm just going to not eat or drink anything. Hi, Justin. Okay, Justin does not approve. Wow.
This game is about water, and then it's about worlds. It's both. It's whenever they mix genres, the first game I think of is Battletoads. It's not quite like that, but same concept. Every level's different than the one before it.
I'm gonna go ahead and say the resolution of every screen is different than the one before it as well, because holy crap, this has been an experience trying to capture.
It will be fun to pay attention to any 3D illustrations that they make. Anything that's not like, they have room, and they certainly do use movie stills in this game, but sometimes
oh, nice.
Sometimes they attempt to generate artwork and it's atrocious. It's so awful looking, and they could have just used pictures from the game, but they went in, they paid somebody to make very quickly, I guess, a 3D rendition of like a shopkeep or a thing like that. We might see some of that, and it's beautiful.
Oh, baby. Well, I think we're just about ready to go. I'm going to check a couple things. Just the audio is a little bit quiet on my end, so I'm going to have to turn you down. I'm going to have to turn the game up. Blah, blah, blah. Welcome to my life. Okay, and turning Smite down. Okay. I think that's probably going to work. Hello there.
Hello.
Yeah, that sounds fantastic. Smite, Waterworld, the name of the game, the name of the movie, the name of the Hollywood production. I saw that Hollywood act way too many times, I'm not going to lie.
I actually like this movie.
Hollywood?
That girl right there that's on screen, she is Napoleon Dynamite's friend in the movie Napoleon Dynamite. She went on to act in other things, and that's one of them.
Oh my gosh, she is? Deb?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
She's Deb?
I'm pretty sure, yeah, she's Deb. Yeah, that's right.
Oh my
I think
gosh.
so.
I'm sorry, I'm fanboying over here. Oh, everybody. Welcome to Kusogr4nde, where I fanboy over Deb. I'm checking right now with the players to see if they are good to go. It looks like they are. We do need emotes to spam. I think Almatia is doing pretty good. Anything related to water or worlds, or I guess Napoleon Dynamite? Something like that. Okay, we're checking with one thing, though, because the visuals are a little bit different on both of the players' screens.
Am confirming. Deb. Absolutely is Deb.
Okay. Deb. Aw, yay, it's a Deb.
Man,
She's the best.
Ocean all over that high scoreboard.
Ocean, 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 ocean. You could sing a song about ocean.
I'll leave it to you. Have a good time.
Okay, because it looks like one of our players is using a different emulator, so we just want to make sure. Yeah, I'm pretty much going to agree.
So if you haven't seen Waterworld, they're giving you this great plot. It's the world is flooded, pirates are around. That's pretty much it.
Yar. Okay, we're
main-
gonna be doing the countdown actually, Smite. So everybody spam those emotes. Do snowmen count as water?
Probably.
Okay. So sure, go ahead and spam. Oh, booty. That's really important to pirates. Okay.
I don't think snowmen exist anymore. The ice caps are gone.
Oh,
The world is warmer than before.
do they have refrigerators though?
No.
Oh.
They-
I really
they're
don't
without
like
fridge.
Waterworld then.
Well, you're in for a good hour.
Never mind, I've seen part of this game. Oh, and immediately Jakazam has the bit rate
Here,
getting a little bit devoured. That's okay, it's just Waterworld.
here's this cool boat that Kevin Costner drives.
I loved the boat. I thought it was so cool.
It's not quite to scale here as the little jet ski guys. They have jet skis, by the way, and things like that. That's the pirates. I don't know why they're after them in this intro, but they are.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. I don't remember the story of Waterworld at all.
The little girl Deb actress, she has a map on her back that leads to dry land, I guess. Somehow, someone decided to put that on her back, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah,
And
did she
the
like?
pirates won.
Did they tattoo it on her, or is it genetics? Like,
I don't remember who put that there. Somebody
Okay.
saw land and they put it on her back, I guess, is the idea. For some reason, they went for that. And the pirates would like that, so they, I don't know if they're really pirates. They're an army of some kind, and they're not great for everyone else. They just kidnap her. And our hero here, he decides that she is his friend, so she gets rescued by him. He's also a mutant, so he can breathe underwater pretty well.
Oh yeah, and there should be a mythological dry land somewhere in the endless ocean. So Kevin Costner basically floats around. He doesn't even have a name because he's like, if I have a name, then someone will kill me. I'm a moron.
I
Yeah.
see the players are both running into the same conceptual issue here where they have a compass that points to a buoy and they drive down there and the buoy doesn't do anything and they're being attacked by boats the whole time and they don't know why. I know why. Do you want to know why?
Yeah, why?
It's because you have to kill every boat for some reason, and also they're on a timer, so you can't really speed up that process too much. You just have to wait, and the boats will come out, and you can get rid of them then.
Go to diving buoy. There we go. Alpha 5 is going onto the buoy. I believe that is a small amount of progress. And
Absolutely.
are we playing Bart's Nightmare now? That's what it looks like.
It's an opportunity to get some treasure. Now,
Okay.
I'm curious how this gets handled by players, because it looks like
Alpha 5's gonna die.
Alpha 5 knows what to do, because this is actually a bonus round and they're not doing it.
Huh.
Moving on.
Interesting.
Now they get to play more boats. All right, yeah.
Really? Oh, Jakazam going to the diving buoy. Let's see if Jakazam knows if this is a bonus stage or not. By the way, is there any point in actually getting some of the treasure here? Or to the bonus stage?
It's just points, and they may give you lives or something like that. I'm not sure when you get a password in this, but allegedly there are passwords.
Well, that's nice. Help! Help!
We are helping the town here. And after that, we get some variety in our gameplay.
Wait, okay, so apparently, I'm reading the plot. There are some people who notice that Kevin Costner has gills and webbed feet, and they decide to drown him, which seems counterproductive. Like, hey, I just discovered you have gills. Let's kill you in the way that you're probably going to survive. Help! I love the help. It's so good. They try to drown him in mud. Mud has water in it. Like, it's like if you try to breathe in Los Angeles, that's what it's like. Well, okay, Jakazam's health is slowly going down. I think after this, Jakazam will realize these are just bonus rounds, so they're not necessarily needed. Alpha 5 is speeding through a lot of this, though.
Mm-hmm. Ready for the last type of game that this becomes.
Oh, yeah.
The best, probably, but still not fun. It's
Oh,
Contra
no.
time. It's platformers.
Uh-oh. Dun, 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 dun.
Now we get a real good look at Kevin Costner, who is very bright blonde in this, I guess, this time.
It's good hair. Hey, Jakazam moving on to the second ship stage. I'm going to call it that. So not too far behind Alpha 5. Now, one thing that I've actually seen with Jakazam, she has been a strong player in many of these matches, and you know, it's her first year playing, but at the same time, you know, once she starts getting the hang of things, she speeds through stuff. So Alpha 5 has a little bit of a lead, but I don't know if he will necessarily keep it.
Oh, that's right. There is a store in this game, and it does cost money, and I guess that's where you get the money. Is that I'm not sure if you get it anywhere else.
Actually, that's a really good point. Going a little bit slow there might actually help in the long run. I'm not sure I like the music. These
guys look like, I mean, they are from the future, but they look like they're from a different world, different future than this one.
Yeah, a little less Waterworld, a little more Wall-E going on here. They're kind of tubby.
This shooting and wiggling enemies thing is ocean gunplay all over. This is Jurassic Park 2 once again.
Jurassic Park 2? I'm trying to remember that
it's
game.
Another gunner game just like this. This platforming area right here. It's really nasty though.
Okay. Like, I played plenty of the first Jurassic Park game on Super Nintendo, and that one's special. But it has first-person sections where you get to kill dinosaurs, and it's so good.
Mm-hmm. It's one of my choices for worst SNES games ever. It's really good.
I played it a lot as a kid, Smite.
Have you ever defeated Jurassic Park 1?
Oh, of course not. Like, who does?
I did. The ending is so when you start the game, it zooms in on a logo of the island. When you beat it, it zooms out. They just play it in reverse. That's the ending. Number one worst ending I've ever seen.
I mean, that sounds like a clip from Anaconda, the movie. But yeah, that sounds like a pretty trash ending. I like it.
You work quite a bit to get to that because you do have a lot of first-person maze exploring to get. It's a long game. Even at best, it's probably taking you a couple hours of being lost.
Yeah, I think that a blind playthrough of that game is extremely difficult. I don't know. At least when I was a kid, I had no idea what I was doing. I'm like, there are dinosaurs' eggs, and it scared me so much, Smite. The first-person sections, I was terrified.
Or the HUD takes up most of the screen so that it can get the frame rate to a solid 3.
I know, right? How did that scare me? Okay. Anyways, I think we've got something scarier on screen. Waterworld. Well, I mean, scarier than the first-person sections, not the prospect of playing the game. Let's see. Jakazam and Alpha 5 are on the same level. What is the goal here? Just to kill all of the dudes?
I believe you need to... The village is under attack, and you are helping the village. I don't remember why. I don't think the village appreciates him very much, but...
The village will be safer if nobody is alive.
Yeah, the Smokers, I believe is their gang name, have arrived, and he is getting them out of town.
Yep, the Smokers, indeed.
They
because
love to
they
smoke.
want to reveal Enola, the girl who's on Napoleon Dynamite. And then apparently they're going to abduct her per the story. I don't know.
But also they smoke all the time, which is why they call it the Smokers. They actually do, if I recall, smoke. They just have cigarettes. I don't know where they get them from.
You could grow tobacco on a ship.
But do they? Are they really pirates or are they farmers who just have guns?
Maybe they're pirate farmers, you know, part-time pirate, part-time farmer. You know, you go out for a week pirating, come back home tilling the boat dirt for another week. You know, I think that works.
Alpha 5 is looking for the last one.
Where's the dude? Pirate farmer. Well, you know what? They could probably just, like, fish for food. Why do they have to actually have dirt? Just catch fish, eat it. Bam.
Well done. All smokers eliminated.
Yay, stupid smokers.
Here he is.
Ugh.
That special guy.
What is this?
Thanks.
Bite.
Hey, thanks, pal.
I like that he's basically hiding in the corner. He's like, do I even want to talk to Kevin? Password is... there we go. We got a password. Wait, I thought you said you've beaten this.
No, I haven't.
Oh.
I got as far as this town, and I quit about halfway through the smokers.
Oh, okay. Well, that's fair. We'll have to see how the rest of this goes.
Yeah, this is new for me. I'm on a wild ride as well at this point.
Oh, baby. Yeah, I think we're going to end up seeing a lot of the same gameplay, but hopefully the difficulty will be ramping up.
Well, it's interesting that there's a bunch of boat weapons that were just purchased here. Alpha 5 did not do the bonus round at all and still had plenty of money to buy upgrades with. And
good.
Jakazam she's not too far behind.
So it shouldn't be too much of a surprise. Ocean published, but they also developed this game. It's totally an Ocean game, you know, no lies here. Apparently, the guy who programmed this, Chris Bannock, actually went on to be an engineer for the Call of Duty series. Also did programming support for a SpongeBob game. How about the game No Escape for Super Nintendo? That's another one that he worked on. And an Itchy and Scratchy game specifically for the Super Nintendo and Game Gear.
This last smoker, really good at obscuring himself.
Yeah, where are they?
There was a lot of time to save if she could have found him faster than Alpha 5, but it looks like the same issue. Somewhere, one guy wandering around.
Wait, so apparently Jurassic Park 2 that you were talking about was also made by Ocean. The guy who did the music for this did the music for that.
Mm-hmm. It's a really, the gunplay feels similar. The game is much cheaper. Very unfair. Very horrible game. It's co-op though. You can duel.
Oh,
you can jump in
yeah.
like Contra 3.
Every game needs co-op.
That's really... It's bad for it. It makes it harder because you share a screen and it's not... It just... I mean, it's a game that's so bad that co-op makes it harder to play, so it's one of those.
Beautiful. The person who produced this was also the producer, or one of the producers, for Shaq Fu. A high-quality game that, I don't know, I don't know if it'll ever show up on Kusogr4nde, but yeah, it seems like quite a few of these people did end up working on some pretty crappy games, but this guy also moved on to program Puzznic, or like in the past he did Puzznic.
I like
5
Puzznic.
years before. Oh, Puzznic's great.
I can't believe you have someone in your audience who will defend Jurassic Park 2.
The movie was
game.
okay. Like, the movie wasn't great, but I don't know about the game.
The game is crazy. Alpha 5 has beaten another bonus round.
Very nice. Jakazam, by the way, moving on to the next area. Both players are making some pretty steady progress. Alpha 5 is definitely in the lead, but not a huge deal at this point. There's still plenty of time for a comeback.
This game was so bad that we didn't get an American release of it. It just, it flopped in Europe, I think, and they just didn't bother. Maybe the movie flopped and they were like, you know what, we shouldn't keep producing this.
Help! Help! I love it. The sound effects are just perfect.
We have a new boat type. What's that thing?
Uh-oh, it's
Is it carrier? Is it carrying the little guys? It is!
Oh no, you're gonna have to destroy that if you want to kill all the boats. That's
This looks,
stressful.
This looks troubling.
Considering
current
that this
weapons.
boat looks impossible to control, yeah. How does this control? What are they doing? Is this tank boat controls or?
It actually spins around pretty well. The big problem here is with the default gun, you can only fire one bullet at a time, or so.
Oh no.
So as soon as the bullet leaves the screen, you can fire another one. So I think you're limited to 2 projectiles on screen at once. So it's extremely difficult to get rid of the little boats.
Jakazam has a better boat.
Yeah, that might help a lot, really. I mean,
Oh yeah.
the gun upgrades and stuff, the extra weapons might be a big deal.
See, yeah, we were talking about taking the time to do the first bonus, whether or not that would be worthwhile. I was a little bit worried that it might just be extra lives, but the fact that there's a shop, that could end up making a huge difference for who wins. Just, if anybody is wanting to try this out, by the way, and you do not have a Super Famicom, but you've got a Virtual Boy sitting around for some reason, this did come out in the US on Virtual Boy. I'm not exactly sure which version is better.
I believe we have a boss fight coming up soon. That'll be exciting. What kind of boss do you think a game like this would produce?
I couldn't tell you. Only the best. It could be a pirate.
Yeah, you got that part right. A man standing on an edge shooting a gun at you and never moves. That's the kind of game you have here. That's the kind of boss you expect. And that's what you're going to get.
Come on, Ocean. You could... Like, Ocean had some games that actually were good, but then they had others, and this is one of the others. It's so sad.
Sad like that tree in the back there.
How does... Yeah, the tree on the boat dirt.
Back in the bonus round here, is she gonna do it this time? Looks like they're collecting cheese and cups.
Cheese is worth a lot in the Waterworlds, you know? They don't even have mammals anymore. And you know, it's aged cheese. You know this because the apocalypse happened a long time ago.
Yeah, it's been in the ocean for a while. Fish don't seem to exist too much. There's a couple, but they didn't eat the cheese. You would expect a fish to eat the cheese after a couple years.
Do you think so? Do fish eat cheese? Do they like lactose? Are they allergic?
I bet a fish of some kind would find and eat my cheese if I threw it in the ocean.
Maybe fish have evolved to the point where they can digest lactose, you know? They don't get heartburn when they eat cheese. It's amazing what evolution does. What? Lizstar, you use bacon as fish bait? Oh, that sounds illegal.
Well, it seems like the nice thing, at least, is that this game isn't horrendously difficult. It's just poorly designed. So people are making progress. Yeah. So far, people are not having trouble. They're just going through at different paces.
Oh, this
and
music
Alpha 5 has 3 KOs.
One enemy left for Alpha 5. This music, it makes me want to fall asleep, Smite.
It's sombering.
That's not what the movie was like at all. The movie was more like that jump.
I'm trying to remember what the movie was really like. I don't remember how long it was, but there wasn't a whole lot of action. There was a lot of sailing the boats and arguing with Kevin Costner and his love interest, and the little girl was there.
Good explosions.
Yeah, there were explosions. Sometimes. He took the lady he liked swimming with him.
Yeah.
A man came on the boat and tried to buy some paper.
Nice.
Or sell some paper. Yeah.
Oh, I guess he's saying thanks, not nice.
Yeah, he's saying thanks.
It sounded like nice to me. Nice, nice, nice.
A new password.
There we go. Wait, was Waterworld 3 hours long? Oh, that sounds miserable.
That's probably why I don't remember too much of the action. It probably did have a healthy amount of action, but it was compressed into a 3-hour movie.
Oh my gosh. No one... Wait, no, what I'm seeing is it was 2 hours and 15 minutes. Chat lied.
That's still a long time.
I mean, for the 90s, yeah.
I feel like they had a 90-minute movie. It would have been a pretty good 90-minute movie. And if they had 2 hours and 15 minutes, they had an extra 45 minutes of bloat. That's what it feels like.
So, obviously, Kevin Costner was the star in that movie. He is still acting plenty. I'm trying to remember, did he have any movies that were as bad as this?
I like most of the things I've seen him in, like Robin Hood. It's my favorite Robin Hood movie.
Oh yeah, that Robin Hood is really good. The Universal Studios production of Waterworld was fantastic. Oh, Postman. Apparently everybody knows one movie that was terrible. Dances with Wolves. I don't think I've ever actually watched that all the way through.
I've never seen it, but my parents sure liked it, so I'm gonna say it's bad until I see it myself. They usually have good taste.
They didn't like it?
They thought it was okay. They bought the VHS of it.
Well, that's hopeful.
They didn't buy the DVDs, so they didn't like it that much. They did get one version of it. Yeah, I think we've seen all that this game has to offer already. It looks like more of the same.
Wow. It's inspirational.
Mm-hmm. I mean, so is Mario Brothers, and when you think about it.
It's true, but it gets harder. I mean, maybe this platforming section that Jakazam is on is a little harder. There are a few pits, which pits in water, like that is some unique thinking. How do you even make a pit in water? Talk to Ursula. She'll probably help, you know. She made a whirlpool that had a bottom. Help! My gosh, it's just... The voice is so good. Yeah, so just to confirm, the girl in the movie was definitely Deb in Napoleon Dynamite, as you said. Yeah, but she has actually been in quite a few other shows, you know, doing separate episodes. The TV series Big Love, she was in Veronica Mars as well, in quite a few episodes there. So I never knew if anybody really moved on from that and became pretty big, except for, you know, the main actor for Napoleon Dynamite. Did pretty dang good, but Deb definitely has made a really solid career here.
There's a Napoleon Dynamite TV show of some kind, I guess.
I mean, there is. There's a cartoon, and it's, yeah.
I'm looking at the ending to this game here. It's it's a still picture that says Waterworld on it, and then thanks, Ocean. After that, yeah.
Wait, it says thanks, Ocean?
It does.
They thank themselves?
They sure do. Our players here, Alpha 5 at least, is about a fourth of the way through the game.
So dumb. The girl was also on Veronica Mars.
So I don't think we're going to see a completion here unless Alpha 5 starts heat-seeking these smokers out and finding them really quick. We have a different platforming theme now than before.
Oh yeah, look, it's the Industrial Island.
I imagine this is one of their ships.
Probably. What is this instrument? They're like, oh, we've got this metallic theme here. Let's go ahead and put, like, ghost voices in. Whoa, 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 whoa. It's... Let me just say that the music is all wrong. There is nothing right about this.
Right. Can't hear that, so I'm giving it to you folks. Thank.
Well, Smite, I'm having a lot of fun with this. We're just almost half an hour into this. We have 2 matches. You know, this is based off of games starring celebrities like Kevin Costner. The next one is going to be a gauntlet, which I don't want to spoil what you did, but I know that you helped with that one, so that is going to be a blast.
I'm looking forward to seeing what's that word when you enjoy other people's pain?
German.
Yeah.
Yeah, the German word.
that long one that no one can say, but everyone can try and spell.
Yeah, I feel like I'm gonna swear if I try to say it, you know?
Schadenfreude? Something like that.
Yeah, that one.
I gave them something good. Yeah, I'm looking forward to that. Anyway, I don't think the players are going to beat this game. I was wondering if they would. It seemed like maybe, but I don't think so. It's just dreadfully boring and long, this game.
You know, I feel like sadism, if you're a sadist, essentially, you enjoy other people's suffering. Like, we have a word for it. Why don't we just use it? Thank.
Alpha 5 is making decent progress. I'm just going by passwords in the long play to see how far they really are.
Oh, that was amazing. The shopping, sorry. The game itself, no. But the shopping is the best part, because you've got scared 3D shop owners sitting in the background saying thang.
He's a cool guy.
Oh my gosh, this game is so repetitive. Smite.
Yeah. I was wondering if there was more than the 3 modes that I had seen. It's a little smelly that the bonus round is the diving section, and then that's not just a level, because that is more interesting than most of it. I don't even like underwater stuff very much in gaming, but it's different than this. It's better.
I'm wondering, Jakazam still has a pretty good chance of catching up, especially since she has been getting a lot of the treasures underwater. Like, if Alpha 5 starts to get walled in some of these stages, the boat stages, then Jakazam will definitely begin catching up.
I think if the difficulty ever does spike at all, I don't think that it will. I don't think this game is competent enough to have anything new show up that's dangerous. It's dealt its hand, and its hand is weak. But if it did, I think that's where Alpha 5 would start to lose.
Oh yeah. Like, we'll just have to see.
The other big catch-up opportunity is definitely finding the smokers fast, because there's a lot of time being lost to looking for those.
There was an unpublished version of Waterworld for PlayStation, and Atari Jaguar, and Sega Saturn, and the Mega Drive, and the 3DO. I'm kind of jealous.
It seemed like they wanted this game to really take off. This series, this Waterworld franchise. Lunchboxes, t-shirts.
Virtual Boy. Yeah, as it turns out, the Virtual Boy version was pretty much panned as the worst Virtual Boy game, which, when you've done that, you know you have made something special.
Now when I type Waterworld into Google, it says, Waterworld drinks pee. It's
true. Waterworld really needs to go on a different diet.
It's a comic book series, a mini-series. Kevin Costner did not permit his likeness to be used, so the Mariner looks different in the comic books. Thanks, Kevin.
Kevin? Apparently there was a review in Nintendo Power of this game. It never did come out, mind you, in the US, but it had a review. Which, you know, we've learned in this stream that there were only good games in Nintendo Power. And yeah, you know that, Smite.
Nintendo Power featured the Virtual Boy game of this for sure. I don't know if it featured the other one or not. In my issues, it had a big spread. It
did have the Super Nintendo version, apparently. But yeah, well, only good games. So I'm sorry, you chose a good game for Kusogr4nde.
I tried not to. You know what else is in there? King Arthur, the Knights of Camelot. An actually busted game where you can softlock it constantly. Just buggy and incomplete disaster with it.
I should give that a shot sometime. Maybe.
Oh boy. What a mess. That game has some serious unheard of issues. And it didn't just get a spread in Nintendo Power. It got an entire chapter, and then they revisited it later. They really wanted in on the King Arthur and the Knights of Camelot, and that, honestly, truly is the worst official SNES thing I've ever seen. Genuinely broken.
I want to give that a shot sometime. I love broken video games, but you know this, Smite.
I don't tell people how to beat the first boss, and they never work it out on their own, and I have to tell them ultimately. And they can't believe it because there's grinding involved. You have to sit there for 20 minutes and grind.
I'm not listening. I'm not listening because I want to have the full experience.
The full experience is that even with a walkthrough, you're going to get lost the whole time.
Oh, that sounds amazing.
I made people play it after I had beaten it, and I think they just referenced my video for how to do anything.
That sounds about right. Oh, I'm having a good day because of Kusogr4nde and also because of Kevin Costner. He has made my day beautiful. Just as a quick update for everybody who's watching, Jakazam is still a little bit behind Alpha 5, about, I think it's 2 or 3 levels.
An entire chapter, yeah. The boats, yeah, this is a whole, if you want to call them chapters, an entire password behind at this point, because this is the ship that was just cleared by Alpha 5 2 levels ago.
Uh-huh.
Alpha 5 is really going fast. I didn't think there'd be any confusion about who's ahead. Mostly, if they were on the same boat level, then it would be tough, because what even is that boat level? How do you measure progress in that when the boats are coming in on their own volition and they all must be destroyed?
I don't know. I love that your lives at the top right of this section are just KO with explosion. Get a KO, you're out of here.
Alpha 5 definitely made a good call skipping the bonus rounds, I think.
I think so. Yeah, I honestly have no idea how the game is going to do moving forward, if it's going to be rough or if it's going to end up becoming or just basically be in the same difficulty. Honestly, I haven't really seen any increasing difficulty here. I mean, there was a flamethrower guy for a second there on Alpha 5, but whatever.
He's been around.
Yeah.
I watched the final boss fight, and it's a matter of ducking and standing back up and firing your gun, so I don't think this game ever gets too intense.
Really?
Do you like them to be very difficult?
At least more difficult than freaking Waterworld. Yeah.
You like that Back to the Future 3 where they can't beat level 1-1 for an hour?
Oh, man. Yeah, that was fun.
That was the only time I've ever muted one of these. Thanks.
Oh, really?
It was too much of the same music for me.
That music wasn't even bad, Smite. Just wait until you get to listen to Wizard of Oz.
I didn't enjoy the hour-long rendition of that 20-second loop.
Oh, we've had Back to the Future NES. Come on, you're weak. No, honestly, I can understand how that would get on people's nerves, but it's really not that bad compared to a lot of other games out there. At least it... Oh yeah, it wasn't Homie D Clown. There we go. I think that's literally the worst music I have heard in a video game during Kusogr4nde. And if you have no idea what that is, you should Google it, and then after about 10 seconds, you should never Google it again.
Thanks.
Yeah, thank.
Have a mine. Where do they get these? How does he make mines?
He made a Gatling gun. He just
Yeah, where do they get this ammunition?
made out of water, distilled water.
It's been like, I don't know how many years it's been. It's been a while. People haven't seen land in their lifetime. So it's been like 100 years, right? It's been a long time. Where are they getting this everything?
Thing. I don't know. I have no answers for you, okay?
People haven't seen land, and neither have their fathers or their fathers' fathers. It's been a while. Land is mythical, and they still have soil, and I guess if they were careful, that could be the case. But to have ammunition too,
I feel like they should probably be smart enough to swim under the water and see what's down there. Like, do they ever go and take a look at, like, the underwater skyscrapers or, like...
That's a scene.
Oh, they do?
Kevin Costner takes his love interest down in a bubble, and since he can breathe, he shows her the skyscrapers, which are pretty far underwater in the ocean, so he's the only one who can do it. He's the only one who knows. They're not like this. They're not like sticking out of the water. It's deeper than that.
I'm gonna go ahead and say that maybe that's a little bit of an exaggeration of the possible melting of the ice caps, you know? It's like...
It is. I'm imagining that the only land that exists at this point is like the mountaintops because of that.
I mean, yeah, possibly. But Everest should at least be poking out somewhere.
And it would be extremely different temperature, but I guess not, because the world is so much warmer.
Dun, 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 dun. That is a game over for Alpha 5. Alpha 5 is going to be going back, entering a password, and this opens up the door for Jakazam to start making progress and possibly catch up.
We've finally seen a demise. Yeah, I hope they have their password. Hope they were cautious and wrote that down. That 5.
I love the art on this password screen, specifically the layer of brown.
That's a good color too. Just anything else.
Correct.
This is the worst color that exists on the scale. Here it is.
You enter it in, and then it's like, correct. You remembered. Jakazam's still going for the treasures. I'm wondering, do mutants like Kevin Costner get the bends if they go up too quickly in the water, or is he pretty much just immune to all water stuff?
I don't know. I imagine that he can only just breathe underwater. It didn't seem like he dove pretty far, and he didn't seem affected by the pressure or anything.
Wow. Well, good for him.
Jakazam's still doing the bonus levels. Still committing to collecting stuff for the society. Rebuilding the world. That's what she's
One
doing.
destroyed ship at a time. You know what? Just go live underwater if you're Kevin. Why even worry about, like, saving a girl who has a map? Just go enjoy swimming around. That's what I would do.
He doesn't care about the map. He's actually just his friend. He just wants to save his friend, and that's a cute scene.
I don't care.
He goes and kills a bunch of guys.
Oh yeah. Who's his friend?
The little girl is his friend. I don't know how much he cares about the lady who's guarding her. I imagine he cares about her, but he doesn't ever say too much about that.
Maybe you should get new friends, like friends who can live underwater. Go meet up with some dolphins, Kevin. Okay? Pretty sure they'll be your friends.
The bad guy in this, Dennis Hopper, won a Golden Raspberry for Worst Supporting Actor, but I thought he did a decent job playing an evil villain. It was just a super hyper evil villain. He was like Robotnik of Waterworld. He was just all over being bad.
Wait, really?
Yeah, he was just all in on the ham, and it was great. I loved it.
Yeah, I can't remember him being bad. What was his name?
Deacon. He had an eye patch.
Ooh. Okay.
He is definitely in this game as the final boss. If you want a second celebrity appearance, you better get these guys moving because I don't think we're gonna see it.
What's the actor's name?
Dennis Hopper.
Okay. He is not in the top listed cast here.
What? Really? He's all over this movie. He's there.
There we go. Yeah, he's like about 25 names down. Like, I'm not even kidding you. Okay, thank you.
He has,
and that's the order from the credits as well.
He has as much airtime as Kevin almost. He's all in this.
Oh, well, you know, he went on to help make wonderful movies like Alpha and Omega.
He was Bowser, yeah, in Mario Brothers, the movie.
Oh, he was Bowser as well? Oh, I like this guy. The Crow. Oh, I've heard of The Crow. He's been in a lot of bad movies. I like this guy. Oh, he was Frank Sinatra in a movie. That was probably better. He did do a voice in a GTA game.
Hey, there's a missile ship. I haven't seen that one before.
Help! Help, help! Like, I could swear that you're just killing every... Oh, you blow up ships and then you collect people. Okay. I think they may be on the same stage, yeah.
I'm having a hard time telling.
Like, Alpha 5 is a little bit ahead. Well, at the top right, yeah, they have the same quota.
It's a little tricky to tell because all the heckin' boat levels look the same.
Yeah. Oh, baby. Yeah, that actor was also in a movie called Space Truckers. That sounds high quality.
You get points for saving people here. They're called atollers. They live in the atoll. That's why, I suppose. I don't think there's a penalty for not saving a single one, which Alpha 5 seems to have. That seems to be in that position.
Yeah, who cares about the people? They're nerds. But Jakazam is through and entering the atoll. This is possibly a chance for Jakazam to actually catch up and maybe even pass Alpha 5. Oh no, Alpha 5. Oh, that's a game over.
Oh no.
Ooh.
Nice game over music.
Holy crap. Like, I'm actually really shocked right now because this opens up the chance for Jakazam to progress, and I could swear that it really has to deal with what does it have to deal with? Collecting the treasures during the bonus rounds so that you can buy more things.
The level that Alpha 5 died on, he died to the very last enemy, so Jakazam's gonna have to beat that level, right?
Yes. Jakazam is not currently in the lead, FYI. We judge based off of who has the high watermark. Yeah, you see? Who has the high watermark during the match. Alpha 5 made it to Jakazam's level and killed everybody except for one person, which puts Jakazam in second. But if Jakazam can beat the level, kill all of the enemies, then that is a solid, definitive lead.
I suppose that the damage is just getting worse. I don't think the gameplay's changed any. There's just more of them probably. They're just hitting more chip damage is what it looks like. More frustrating small damage happening. An atoll is definitely a land term for some kind of coral reef shape, and they just named the town that, so they call it that. I mean, it's not the most clever thing. It's they could have named the town Pangea or something if they wanted to. It would be the same idea.
Oh my gosh, I'm taking a look. The guy who was the enemy in this was also in Speed, the movie about the speeding bus that they had to keep going like over 55 miles per hour so that a bomb didn't blow up.
I feel like
Oh,
he used to be a big celebrity back in the 90s.
I
think he
love
died.
him. No, as far as I can tell, well, he was in a movie in 2018, The Other Side of the Wind.
You mean Dennis Hopper? Are we talking about the same guy
What
here?
the crap? He's credited for that. Oh, The Other Side of the Wind. It turns out that is probably a documentary about him. Yeah, his last movie that he starred in was Alpha and Omega. And that is not the way that you should go out. Everybody, if you are in a great movie, just retire right then, okay? You know what? That's fine. He honestly had a lot of pretty awesome roles, and, you know, not every movie is going to be a hit, just like not every game is going to be a hit. Oh my gosh, Jakazam, only 4 enemies left, and look at this. 2 lives left.
Yeah, doing well.
This
I
is
think,
possible that she could do this.
yeah, I don't see, unless falling in a pit happens, which is the thing. There's some blind jumps, it looks like. Just gotta be really careful.
I mean, welcome to video game design in the 90s.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
And end of 2019s.
Wait, where's Alpha 5? Is Alpha 5 basically the same place that Jakazam is?
Skipping the bonus round is definitely helping them get some speed happening.
Oh,
I think
yeah.
they are. I think we're gonna see the same level open up right now.
Okay. Yep, 50 in, 0 out. Hey, Jakazam killed the last enemy, and that is a definitive lead for Jakazam. Almost 50 minutes into the match, and we have our first lead change. That is amazing.
Just slow and steady, not dying at all, and certainly not dying to the very last enemy before password. Good strategy.
Yeah, this was a much bigger, like, usually at this point, if somebody has a lead like they do, I don't expect it to change, but like Jakazam definitely has some strong gameplay skills, you know, managing to take that lead back this far into the match. It's great.
Alpha 5's not that far behind. If Jakazam did die, wipe out game over, Alpha 5 would still get in there because
Yes.
they're that one level and this one. They're 2 levels behind and they're half done with this one.
The biggest concern that I have, though, is that Alpha 5 has weaker weapons on this, and that's making the boat stage much more difficult. I don't know. We're just gonna have to see how the rest of this plays out. I'm excited. It's a blast. So, Smite. I'm just trying to think, because this is definitely a bad game that you probably wouldn't recommend that people play. At least that's kind of the feeling that I'm getting. Are there any bad games that you would recommend that people try out?
Yeah, I love bad games. I have a lot. Let's see. I just launched Speed Bump for Skulljagger.
Oh yeah,
try and do that one.
I'm so happy about that one, and I know Jangle Storm is as well. Skulljagger is definitely an enjoyable game to play.
I mean, any game that I put on Speed Bump with Author Blues, if we put a game on there, it might be bad, it might not, but we definitely want people to play it. And I feel like Keith Courage and Skulljagger both fit that bill of probably not the best game, but they're kind of interesting. I'm definitely looking forward to seeing people play that one. Now that one's weird because it's got a big manual with it, and there's a lot of secrets in that manual and a lot of secrets in game where you can hold L and R and get codes to pop up and skip stages. So instead of speedrunning the game, what people have been doing this whole week since we told them that was what we wanted was looking for that kind of stuff. It turned into this little ARG. Is that what those are called? Where people collectively go through it together and try and find stuff.
Oh, yeah. Oh, that's pretty awesome. Yeah, honestly, if there is a bad game that's deserving of more work, like Jango Storm did put in a lot of work, but it'll be interesting to see, what people are able to do from here. And I need to try some of the speed bump stuff. Like, I might be able to during the second half of this month after grading Purgatory is over. Because guess what? It's not the happiest time of the year.
Busy season for you.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Well, Alpha 5 is definitely doing, I think, a little bit better during this than the previous attempt to go through this area. Jakazam is still in the lead, but not by a whole lot.
A little bit. Not skipping the bonus rounds, I think at this point is a bad idea. I think you definitely want to get rid of those quickly at this point. You're not going to get any more money.
Yeah, but I'm not sure Jakazam knows that you can skip the bonus rounds.
It's interesting because she's still ending them early. You can grab stuff and then leave. I don't know how much you need to grab, but I think grabbing one thing and leaving is even faster than getting Kevin killed.
Oh yeah. I mean, death is a long process, so yeah, go with something quicker. Survive and take the diamonds.
It looks like the game's getting really obnoxious with chip damage. It's really
Oh,
frustrating
yeah.
when a game is designed where enemies don't die and they very slowly kill you with stuff that you can't really evade. There's not a whole lot you can do to improve, and you just feel yourself losing, and you see the pace is not on par with success, and I think that's what's happening to the players now. It's getting really gross. Look at that boat with the gun. What is going on?
The boat.
I think the players are dying to one of the most frustrating things, chip damage over time. In a long, way too long adventure.
That would start getting a little tiny bit frustrating. Yeah, I agree. I don't know. Every game has some sort of issue. It's just when things are drawn out because... Oh my gosh, what am I even thinking?
I think the problem Jakazam's having right now is not getting rid of the boat that's causing the speed boys to come out. Speedboats.
Yeah.
The wave rider things. What are those? This is being generated over and over again, and it's not a whole lot of progress happening.
True. Say Alpha 5 actually has a pretty good chance of catching up at this point.
There is a shot. I don't know that she's going to survive the stage. It's getting pretty grim.
Yeah, her ship's health is definitely going down. Gotta go to the buoys, I think. I'm not 100% sure, like, if the compass is actually helping at all now.
It's always pointing to the end goal. It's never useful until the end goal is reached.
Seriously?
It's been like that the whole time, and it's just confusing and
That's
useless.
so dumb.
It's pointing to town, which you will easily find on your own is huge, but it doesn't have any value until then, so you have to do the objective. You won't ever lose track of town, I suppose. It's a constant UI element.
Like, it's just weird to have this blues music. Oh my gosh, Alpha 5 moving on to the next area. This is pretty important. But Jakazam finishing the area and moving on to the atoll.
Nice.
Nice.
That was close.
Thanks. Yeah, that was really close. Okay, Jakazam, I believe this may be... Yeah, we're over to a platforming section. Alpha 5, I'm not sure if it's doable to catch up.
We have a sunrise now, sort of, or the world's on fire. A different kind of apocalypse.
The world's boiling. It's Waterworld, man. I'm pretty sure, well, unless it's really oily water, like maybe they could catch it on fire. Or, you know, burn some of these skyscrapers that Alpha 5 is cruising through.
Where do they get all the gasoline for these boats? I think that's a...
It's a wind power boat that Alpha 5 has. Which...
Yeah, but they don't. They don't have that. I forget. I think they addressed it in the movie, but it was nonsensical. They just have gasoline for these little boats.
They might. I mean, how else are the ice caps gonna melt, huh? The smokers.
Yeah, I get that they had gasoline. I mean, there's a limited supply. Even now, in real life, there's a limited supply. You don't just have as much as you want.
Oh wait, the tanker caused an oil spill? Well, that's not very nice. That's why they're evil. They're polluting.
Yeah. They definitely have a lot of gasoline.
Oh wait,
I guess they don't use that much.
Are you trying to tell me this is an environmental movie? Wow.
A little bit, yeah. I mean, it opens up with climate change has destroyed the world. That's pretty much the opening.
Oh, okay.
The ice caps have melted, and there was about, I don't know, 10 billion gallons more water than that's not even enough for the rise in sea level that we're looking at here. Just an unheard of amount of water as a result of the ice caps melting, and everything is submerged. Not just the coastline.
Hey, Jakazam is already through. Time to
wow.
Go. Yeah, thank.
I don't think Alpha 5's catching up. I gotta be honest.
Nope, we've got 25 seconds. There is no hope, but let's go ahead and let this play out till the end.
I wanted to see the world map scroll way over there because I thought the game might be wrapping up when the world map was getting cleared, but it looks like they just go for a drive for a couple miles on it and see some new one.
Uh-huh. Well, everybody, it is a blast, but that is time. That is it. The match is over. Oh my gosh, Jakazam made a really good push. Moving on to what Joey Gatorman is saying, 6-1. Alpha 5 about a world or so behind. The unfortunate thing is that Alpha 5 ran into game overs, and that was a huge setback there. Smite, I'm really glad about how they did, though. It was pretty fun. They made a good amount of progress.
Yeah. We saw all the gameplay that there is, except for the final boss. The only difference is ducking under a barrel, cover shooter with the boss in this gameplay. That's what it is.
Aha!
Other than that, you didn't miss any Waterworld experience.
True. Hello there, Alpha 5. Welcome on in.
Hey. How's it going?
Going great. You know, we got to enjoy my favorite video game based off of a Kevin Costner movie.
Is this your only video game that you know of based on a Kevin Costner movie?
Yep.
Okay.
That's all I've got. Yeah.
Robin Hood has one, I think.
Oh, yeah, there is. Never mind, that one's better. Yeah, Alpha 5, like, I feel like you and Jakazam both had a really solid push. It's just that what ended up costing you the match was the game overs.
Yeah, my guy failed to duck when I was fighting the one guy, and so I just ate a flamethrower to the face and game over.
Oh, no!
Yeah, I was hitting down, and he's just like, nope, this is the time to just point down, not aim down. I'm like, oh no.
Oh,
and
no.
Then the second time, the two big ships kind of ganged up on me, and I figured out how to beat them, but it was much harder to do it without harpoons.
Yeah, I was gonna say the game over ended up taking your weapons away. The thing is, Jakazam also spent a lot of time going and diving during the diving sections to gather treasure. I was a little bit concerned because she was falling behind, but then when you got game overs, that ended up being pretty dang advantageous.
Yeah, the bonuses, I wasn't sure if they were bonuses at first, and I'm like, okay, this is a slow water level, let's die and see what happens. And then it said, oh, okay. That's fine.
I was gonna guess that that's what you did. That you were just seeing if dying was a good idea, and yeah, it definitely was.
Well, I wanted to see what the punishment for dying was. Like, do I restart the stage? Do I go back to the start of the world? What happens here? And then it was a bonus, so, you know, it's just what happened.
Yep. Yeah, I think that if you hadn't figured out that you could die and just end the bonus really quickly, then, you know, you might have done a little bit more treasure gathering. I don't know. It's one of those things that you really can't, like, know what the best approach is going to be. So I think that what you did was right. It just, unfortunately, was the wrong gamble.
Yeah, I think that the biggest problem that I had was just because the shooting sections, I didn't think you got like extra stuff for it. Just the flamethrower caught me off guard really hard, and I'm just like, oh no.
Oh,
Yeah,
no.
I feel like you just fix your boat up with guns.
Yeah, that's all I did was I fixed my boat up and added harpoons, and like harpoons just one-shot everything, so I didn't really care.
Yeah.
Harpoons are the best weapon mankind has ever made.
They're great.
Yeah, so and I had just enough usually, so I may have like run out of steam at like World 6 or whatever, because I was starting to notice my harpoon usage was starting to outcost the amount of money I was bringing in from just the other stage bonuses. But the game over on that, like the last guy of World 4, just because I didn't shoot gun.
Oh, that was
really
killer. Yeah, that hurt. Yeah. So you made it this far into the tournament. Honestly, congratulations. You did fantastic.
Yep.
You are eliminated. We do have prizes for you, though, so be sure to hit me up so that I can get those over to you. I do need to know, though, if you have any final words for your tombstone.
I'm sorry I failed to delay this tournament for 2 months.
Oh, that's right. You were going to disappear forever, huh?
Yep.
Crap. Well, good. Get out of here.
It was either I had to lose now or just, you know, win the whole thing. So the other one is harder, so this makes sense.
Jakazam, many thanks to keeping us on track. Oh, you know what? Smite, I really appreciate you being here as well. I had a blast talking about this. You know, the game itself wasn't the most exciting, but I just enjoyed my time.
The game is out of content in 10 minutes.
Yeah, about that.
I'm gonna give a shout outs to games involving water and guns on vehicles that seem to be almost the entirety of my Kusogr4nde bracket experience.
Wait, really?
I mean, you gave me that deep sea game, you gave me that other rail shooter.
Oh, yeah.
The cowboy game had guns.
Yeehaw.
I played the stupid game from Bankera that also had guns.
Which one was that?
The wolf game that was just absolutely terrible with the spiders.
Oh, yeah, that one.
Yeah.
Those spiders. Yeah.
Shoutouts to guns, I guess.
Shoutouts to
all I
guns,
got to
everybody. I love it. Thank you so much, Alpha 5. Smite, thank you again for coming and joining. I'm glad that we had this game. I'll see you both later.
See ya.
Alright, bye-bye.
Take care. Well, everybody, it is that time. We're going to be moving on to a gauntlet for the winner's bracket. Yeah, that's right. This is one of the hot matches that you have all been waiting for. Author Blues versus Xandra. Before we go over there and reveal the games, though, I'm going to run a quick ad so that I actually have a little sanity to get things together. Be right back. All right, Smite. I mean, a few people are going to hear, well, okay, Smite's gone.